famous. Yes, these were actually early in Mary's show. So if you didn't get a chance, oh boy, yeah. So we had 300 picked up in its first airing. But if you guys were busy doing stuff around the house and just joining me, this is a great time to pick those up. And let's go. Let's get into these dogs. Okay. So first of all, what I love about these dogs is that these are all beef steak dogs. Okay. Now, a lot of people, this is one of our most popular items. People love these. Not only our foodie friends out there, but at the studio, whenever I have these, everyone's surrounding my table. They want a hot dog. Now, you got to see this right now. I cook these. I cook these really good today. I charred them because I want you to see. Look at that, right? So I know most people like their hot dog like that, but a lot of times with those smaller hot dogs, which I'm going to show you, they dry out. Look at this. Wait till you see this. Look at that. Okay. See that? Look at that steam coming. Look at the juiciness. I mean, look at that. You get rid of the little tail there. Get rid of that. No problem. Okay. Okay. So as you look at your screen, you have choice. You can go 16 or 32 of the 3.2 ounce all beef hot dog. Now, if you go with the 32, that's the 16. You get four. There's four in a pack. But if you go with the 32 count, we didn't double the price from the 16. You actually, we call it a buy more, save more. You're going to save almost $20 if you go with the 32 count. Now, you see on your screen, that's the 32 count. They're not, let me tell you something. Once you open these up, they're going to go fast. And it's a long summer. And listen, I don't know when they're going to be back after the spring and summer, but I can tell you this, having them in the freezer, okay, is awesome, especially November, December, all those wintry months, having your hot dogs in there, it's great because you just, again, throw them on the flat top, the grill. And as I showed you here, I love to try these. And and I just was told that these are on auto delivery every 60 days. So lock in the price because, again, these steak dogs, and why do I call them a steak dog? Because, a lot of times people shy away from hot dogs because they find them not to be very healthy because they don't know what's inside them, right? These hot dogs have steak trimming, filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip steak, all those high-end steak cuts we put in our hot dog because we're like, listen, we're a steak company, okay? We need to make the most unbelievable hot dog anyone has ever had. So if we go with steak, they're going to be juicy because all that marbling. And now we're going to create a recipe, right? A recipe that has lots of flavor because each of those cuts of steak have a different flavor profile. Now, here's the deal. Here's the comparison. Now, I love doing this because this really shows you the difference between what you've been eating and what you could be eating, okay? So let me just show you right here. So this is what you've probably been eating. Now, the color, I'm not too sure of. It's like a beigey orange, something like that. I don't know. But I do know that the Kansas City steak dog is all red because it's all beef. It's steak, right? And you also notice the size difference. This is 3.2 ounces. This is 1.6. So a normal hot dog is 1.6 ounces, but ours are double the size. So you only need one. And in my kids' cases, right, I split them and each one has a half of one. And it's perfect amount of protein. And I know what's in it. It's not salty. It's got a super deep, rich profile of flavor. And like I said, this is a great buy more, save more, okay? It's on auto delivery, so you can lock in the price for 60 days. That's number one. Number two is, if you go with the 32 count, we didn't double that price at 16. You actually save almost $20, okay? So again, this is an elevated experience. So if you love hot dogs, you will love these hot dogs even more. If you don't like hot dogs, you're gonna start liking hot dogs. Now, let me show you kind of a fun thing to do with these, and then we'll talk about how to cook these. So I always like to do it. So because they're so big, a lot of times people say, well, where do you put the condiments? Don't the condiments kind of fall out? I'm like, no, check this out. So I butterfly it just like that. okay? So I'm gonna go in a little bit of cheese, okay? That cheese, it's gonna melt. You see the steam coming off that hot dog, right? And then, 'cause I'm chili happy today, I'm gonna go chili, okay? Just like that. And then some onions, okay? And then I like to finish it off with a little bit of mustard, just like that, okay? Just like that. And then I get my hot dog roll out and check this out. Just put it right in there like that and look at that. Okay. Now, again, 3.2-ounce hot dog. Okay. That is a meal by itself. And again, a lot of people don't like the bun. David Venable, he's a bunless guy, loves the hot dogs, loves to just eat them the way they are. And what I love about these hot dogs is see that ratio? Look at that. Now, I know when you bite a hot dog, sometimes all you get is bun, right? With these hot dogs, you get a balance of hot dog and bun. And let me tell you something, it's a great marriage, especially depending upon how you like your hot dog, right? So I like my hot dog. Here's how I do my hot dog: I split it down the middle, and here's how I cook it. This is from raw. So I flatten it like that, see, just like that. Okay. And then I cook it on this side. So I get sear, and then I flip it over. I use my flat top or frying pan. And then look at that. And then I cook them on this side. So now we've hit all the surfaces. And now this eats like a steak. Treat this like a steak because it basically is a steak. But it still tastes like a hot dog. I want to make sure that's very clear. It's just not salty. It's just more deep. It's more rich. And if you love hot dogs and you want to treat your friends and make them feel good, give them a steak dog. So how do I like my hot dog? I'm mustard, relish, and raw onion. That's how I like it. And I kind of got into something else I want to show you guys here. We already cut that one in half. So let me show you this. I like sauteed onions. Now, this this is a trick you're gonna love. I took some onions as I was cooking off those steaks in the beginning of the show, the culotte steaks, and I cooked the onions in the juice, all that juice from the steak. I do this with ribeye sometimes. Sauteed onions and mustard. Oh my lord. Okay. And then what I do is sometimes I'll go in just for some kind of acidity and I hit a little pickle. Okay. Again, just something fun to do because these hot dogs, treat them like steaks. Don't be afraid to put lots of condiments on them that you normally wouldn't put on a hot dog because usually you're covering up something with a normal hot dog, and with all those like steak cuts, you can't cover up that beautiful taste of steak, that richness. Now, this is either 16 or 32, 3.2-ounce all beef hot dogs. These are steak dogs, right? Now, you go with that 32 count. Not only do you save $20, but you have auto delivery options. So you can lock these in for 60 days, okay? And you're not worrying about ordering more hot dogs because trust me, when you start opening these hot dogs, people are like, whoa, I want those hot dogs. Like my kids love these hot dogs. So again, lock your price in every 60 days. Save that $20, by the way. And again, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna have hot dogs, the later part of the summer into the winter. So have these in the freezer. I have one right here. And again, they come 4 to a pack, really nicely packaged, beautiful. By the way, great gift. Because if you know someone who loves hot dogs, send them these hot dogs and you wait till you get like an email or text back or a phone call. They're gonna be like, wow, what the heck are these hot dogs all about? So again, and these are on 5 easy payments. So again, grab some other things in the show. We have a couple more items coming up, but let me show you this hot dog. Okay. Now, oh, I gotta show before I cut into this one. I charred this one really good. So check this out. Okay. So you're probably saying, well, Ralph, that's gonna be dried out. Okay. Ralph, if you dried that one out, it's not gonna be any good. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. Okay. Can't dry these out. You can't dry these out. You can't dry these out. I try. I try so hard. Look at that. Look. Did you really think that was gonna look like that when I cut into that? That's amazing. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's shiny. That's all that steak, all those white lines you see in steaks melting into the hot dog. Okay. And again, it's a juicy hot dog. It's great for the kids. I give my kids, each kid a half like this. They get a little fruit. Okay. I do a little French fry action for them, and that's their dinner. And again, you can cut these any way you want. I cut them long ways just to show everyone what they look like. You surely can cut them like that, okay? Just to see a little different perspective, okay? That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting in your hot dog. Um, and we had a lot of fun today with these hot dogs. And again, real quick before we wrap up, that's the difference. All beef, Kansas City hot dog, 3.2 ounces. Store-bought hot dog, strange color, 1.6 ounces. So there is the story right there in case you did not know what you were eating before. Now you know, right? Again, these are great. Lock these in, auto delivery every 60 days. Buy more, save more. Save $20 and just have these in the freezer, pull them out from frozen, put them in cold water, about 20, 30 minutes, and you're ready to go, okay? So that's how they look. If you order the 16, you get 4 of those packages, okay?